were discussing the sample paper issued by CBSE for the board exam 2021. We have already seen 1 mark question, 2 mark question and 3 mark question and even case study based questions. In today's video, I'll be discussing 5 mark question. There are 3 5 mark question, that is long answer type question, 3 5 mark question, and 1 question has got internal choice. 1 question is asked from the chapter application of trigonometry. The second one is from surface area and volume, and the third one is from the chapter pair of linear equation. So the question which is asked from the application of trigonometry has got the internal choice. So let's see the first question, that is question number 34. 2 palm leaves are of equal heights and are standing opposite to each other on either side of the river, which is 80 meter wide. From a point O between them on the river, the angles of elevation of top of the trees are 60 degree and 30 degree respectively. Find the height of the trees and the distance of the point O from the trees. Or the angle of depression of top and bottom of a building 50 meter high as observed from the top of the tower are 30 degree and 60 degree respectively. We need to find the height of the tower, also the horizontal distance between the building and the tower. So let AB and CD be the palm trees, and let height of the palm tree be equal to h. We need to find height of the palm trees. So we can take it as h. And BD be the width of the river. So it is already given, width of the river is 80 meter wide. We need to find height of the trees and distance of the point O from the trees. That means we need to find BO and OD. So first let us take BO as x, then OD will be 80 minus x. So what is, first we will take the trigonometric ratio tan 60. Tan 60 means, tan means opposite side by adjacent side. So it is AB by OB. Tan 60 value is root 3. AB is h. OB we have taken as x. So let it be there. Now if you take the next triangle, in triangle OCD, tan 60, tan 30, again it is opposite side by adjacent side. CD divided by OD, 1 by root 3 equal to h divided by 80 minus x. So from this equation, h is equal to 80 minus x by root 3. This is my first equation, and here h is equal to root 3x. So we can equate both and we can find out the value. Give this equation number 1, this as equation number 2. So we have root 3x is equal to, because the h is equal on both sides, so we can equate the other side. Now cross multiplying, 3x is equal to 80 minus x. Okay, if you take the x to the other side, 3x plus x is equal to 80. 4x is equal to 80. X is equal to 80 by 4, which is equal to 20 meters. So the distance will from the point O to both the trees, first is 20 and the second one is 80 minus 20, which is equal to 60 meters. Now we need to find height of the tree. So the distance from the point O we got. Height of the tree we can substitute in the first equation. X value we got as 20. So root 3 into 20 will give you height of the tree. So height of the tree is 20 root 3 meters. Next question, the angle of depression of top and bottom of a building 50 meter high as observed from the top of a tower are 30 and 60 respectively. So it is angle of depression. So this will be 30 and the full angle will be 60. And the height of the building they have given as 50 meter. So AB is the building, height of the building is 50 meter. Again we need to find height of the tower. I don't know height of the tower. Height of the tower we can take as h meter. and distance between building and the tower, that is BT, distance between building and the tower also I don't know, we'll take it this as x. Height of the tower we will take as h. So RS will be h minus 50 meters. So this will be h minus 50 and this AS will be also x. Now we will first find out what is tan 30. So tan 30 is equal to opposite side by adjacent side, RS divided by AS, which is equal to h minus 50 divided by x. So tan 30 is 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 equal to h minus 50 divided by x. So we can take x to the other side. So x is equal to root 3 into h minus 50. In the same way we can find out tan 60. Tan 60 is equal to the total height, that is RT divided by BT, opposite side by adjacent side, h by x. Tan 60 is root 3, h by x, and x will be equal to h by root 3. You can give this as equation number 2 and this as equation number 1. So when you equate root 3 into h minus 50 equal to h by root 3, because left side is equal, so the right side we can equate. So I have root 3, if I take to the other side it will become 3 into h minus 50 equal to h, or 3h minus 50 equal 3h minus 150 equal to h, or 2h equal to 150. H is equal to 150 divided by 2. So height of the tower is 75 meter. Now we want to find x. X is nothing but h by root 3. So which is equal to 75 by root 3 meter is x. 75 by root 3 meter is our x, or you can rationalize this 75 into root 3 into root 3. So this will be 25. When you cancel this, it is 25 root 3 meter. So height is 75 meter and the distance between the building and the tower is 25 root 3. Next question, water is flowing through a cylindrical pipe of internal diameter 2 cm into a cylindrical tank of base radius 40 cm at the rate of 0.7 meter per second. How much time will the water rise in the tank in half an hour? So for the pipe, it is flowing through the cylindrical pipe. So for the pipe, diameter is given as 2 cm. Therefore radius will be 1 centimeter, and the length of the water flowing in 1 second, length of water flowing in 1 second, flowing in 1 second, they have given as 0.7 meter, that is h will be 0.7 meter. Everything we are going to write in centimeter. So this will be 0.7 centimeter, means it will be 70 centimeter. And for the cylindrical tank, this is for the pipe. Now for the cylindrical tank, the radius they have given as 40 centimeter and radius is given as 40 centimeter. We need to find water rise in the tank. For that we need to find h, we have to find out. So volume of water flowing through the pipe in 1 second will be pi r square h. Volume of water flowing through the pipe in 1 second. In 1 second it will be pi r square h. So that is pi into r square is pipe radius is 1 square, height is 70. If the volume of water flowing through the pipe in 60 seconds means we need to multiply with 60. Pi r square h into 60. So this is actually 70 pi into 60. Again, but they have given what is the what in half an hour. Half an hour means 30 minutes. So volume of water flowing through the pipe in 30 minutes means you have to multiply this with 30. So which is equal to 70 pi into 60 into 30. 60 seconds means 1 minute and 30 minutes means you need to multiply with 30. Again, volume of water in the tank is again pi r square h. So we need to equate it. This is volume of water in tank. Volume of water in tank will be pi r square, capital letter H I am going to write, which is equal to pi into 40 square into capital letter H. We need to find out the capital letter H. So I am going to equate this volume of water flowing through the pipe in 30 minutes is equal to volume of water falling in the tank. Okay, capital letter H, pi and pi I can cancel. H will be 70 into 60 into 30 divided by 40 into 40. That will give you the height of the water in the tank. You can cancel this. Then 6 and 4, 2, 3 again. So when you simplify this, height will be equal to 78.75 centimeter. 78.75 centimeter. Next question. A motorboat covers a distance of 16 km upstream and 24 km downstream in 6 hours. In the same time, it covers a distance of 12 km upstream and 36 km downstream. We need to find speed of the boat in the still water as well as that of the stream. So this question is asked from the chapter pair of linear equation. We had to find two things. One is speed of boat in still water and then a speed of stream or current. So we can write, let the speed of boat in still water we will take as x km per hour and speed of the current or the speed of the stream as y km per hour. Therefore, downstream speed will be x plus y km per hour. Downstream speed is equal to x plus y km per hour and upstream speed will be yx minus y km per hour. X minus y km per hour. Now we need to frame the equation. A motorboat covers a distance of 16 km upstream and 24 km downstream. So 24 in 6 hours. So distance by speed will give you time. So downstream it is taking 24 kilometers. So 24 divided by x plus y plus 16 divided by x minus y equal to 6 hours. So we know time taken formula is distance by speed. So distance time, the 24 kilometers downstream it has gone with the speed x plus y. So time taken to go the downstream is 24 divided by x plus y and time taken in the upstream is 16 divided by x minus y. So total time taken is 6 hours. In the same way, it covers a distance of 12 km upstream. So 12 divided by x minus y and 36 km downstream x plus y. So total time taken is in the same time. So 6 hours only it is taking in the same time. So these are the two equations. Now we need to reduce this equation. So we can take x plus y, put x plus y as u and x minus y as v. So 1 by x plus y as u and 1 by x minus y as v. So we can frame the two equations, 24u plus 16v equal to 6 and at the same time 36u plus 12v equal to 6. So the first equation you can reduce, we can cancel with 2. So we have 12u plus 8v equal to 3, and the second equation in the same way, if we cancel with 6, I have 6u plus 2v equal to 1. So these are our two equations. I'm going to name as 3 and 4. Now we need to solve this to find out the value of u and v. So the third equation I'll write as such, and the next equation throughout I'm going to multiply with 2. So it is 4v equal to 2. Now subtracting, we have 4v equal to 1, v equal to 1 by 4. Again, if you substitute the value, we'll get the value for u. 6u plus 2v equal to 1. 6u plus 2 into 1 by 4 equal to 1. 6u plus 1 by 2 equal to 1. Again, 6u equal to 1 by 2. 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. U equal to 1 by 2 into 6, which is equal to 1 by 12. And we have taken 1 by x plus y as 1 by as u, and 1 by x minus y as v. So 1 by x plus y, we got the value of u as 1 by 12, and 1 by x minus y, we got it as 1 by 4. So x plus y is 12 and x minus y is 4. Now we need to simplify this. X plus y is 12, x minus y equal to 4. So when you simplify, I have 2x is equal to 12 plus 4, which is equal to 16. X is equal to 16 divided by 2 is 8 km per hour. So speed of boat in still water is 8 km per hour, and 8 minus y equal to 4, or 8 minus 4 equal to y. Therefore value of y is 4 km per hour. So speed of current is 4 km per hour, and speed of boat in still water is 8 km per hour. So thank you for watching my video.